And hello, everybody. Terrible Shoes back at it again. So, today's clip is a very short one, but I think it's a relatively entertaining one. Now, we never like to see anybody's business fail unless they're a scammer, but sometimes people need to learn the hard way that you can't rip your customer off just because the internet says you can. Now, I'm not really sure what's going on with this guy. Let's take a look at the clip and we'll decide together. So if you could please help me out by leaving a like on the video and subscribing to my channel, that would be great. Now let's take a look at this very short clip of a shop owner on Destined Rivals release day.
Destin Rivals opening day. We got booster boxes, ETBs, and we got some packs right here. We open at 10 o'clock, and it's 10 o'clock right now. Let's see the line outside. Check this out. Let's put the open sign up. Oh, man. This might be a flop set.
Now, flop set is something I hear a lot about Destined Rivals, and I actually don't 100% agree with that. I think there's a lot of really great cards in Destined Rivals. However, I understand why a scalper would think this is a bad set. So, long story short, this guy opened up his own little card shop. He got a ton of Destined Rivals. At least it's presumed a ton. For all we know, this guy could have just went to Target and scooped everything up. But basically, he's got Destined Rivals for sale, was advertising online at market value. That's right, not MSRP, market value, which at the time of release was through the fucking roof, which is insane. I can't understand why anybody would pay more than $45 or $50 for an ETB that's currently in print and everywhere. It makes no fucking sense to me. So basically, he went in with the intention to scam his customers or upcharge them, whatever you want to call it, and it failed miserably. Not a single person was waiting outside his store for him to open to sell them this overpriced garbage, and he's sitting there saying, well, it's the set's fault. It's a flop set, and it's a bad set. And that's just a stupid excuse when the reality is nobody came to your little shitty card store because you willingly posted that you're going to rip them off. This is like if I had a garage sale and I charged $100 for everything, advertised this on Facebook, and then when people didn't come to my garage sale to buy my old furniture and my old garbage for $100 an item, I'm like, huh, must have been a flop set of furniture. Must have been a flop set of action figures or toys or whatever you're selling. It doesn't make any fucking sense. The only flop here is you absolute moron. Everybody in the world thinks they can be a card shop owner. Everyone. I've seen it. I actually have friends of mine in the past who said that they could run a TCG shop with no issues, and that's a load of shit. Running a card shop is an incredibly strenuous task that doesn't oftentimes yield you a lot of money in return. This, in my opinion, is mostly due to, resellers and such completely ripping them out of the game for the most part, which unfortunately means a lot of them had to become scalpers and resellers themselves. And that's why a lot of the times in TCG shops or LGSs, you will see incredibly inflated prices. I know I have said in the past that I don't have an issue with these card stores charging a few dollars over MSRP. And this actually factors in something else, because a lot of these places will take cash only. So you would have paid around that with tax regardless. So I don't think there's an issue charging $5 or $6 over MSRP, so that way they can keep the stock in their overheads and not have to eat it when the market value drops. And inevitably, people don't want to pay full price for them. But the problem here is that a lot of these guys think that charging $80 for an ETB is the same as charging $45 for an ETB. And it's just fucking ridiculous. There's no, like the clip says, there's no self-awareness with these people. They genuinely think they know everything. They open these little card stores where they sell nothing. We covered another guy this week who did a pop-up shop in a mall, and it's the most pathetic thing you've ever seen. This somehow I think is worse, because this guy, at least the moron that opened the pop-up shop in the mall had variety. This guy just has nothing. It is just pathetic. And then he's going to sit there and say it's a flop set. Get out of here. Every time these guys can't succeed, they blame the product that they're overcharging for, and they never have any self-reflection and just blame themselves. I would think LGS owners at this point are not being held accountable enough for the amount of shit that they're contributing to this hobby to make it worse. And I think that shit like this, videos like this need to become more common. People need to record inside LGSs where they're charging $100 for a booster bundle. People need to expose these shitty stores and make sure that people don't shop there, because it is part of the domino effect. Once you start doing stuff like this will all in all contribute to cards going down in price, because this will force them to wake up, force them to realize that no one's buying their overpriced garbage, and force them to actually rethink a strategy that will work to get sales, which for most people consists of charging less money. That's really all I got to say about this particular clip. Let me know what you think down below. What is your opinion on what's going on here? Do you think this guy is pathetic, a loser, a rip-off artist maybe? Let me know down below. Hit the like button on my video. It helps me out a ton. Hit my subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for all the support lately. I really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.